Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I almost choked when I saw the price of the A350. 93 euros! That's more than the price of Flight Simulator 2024 itself. So, I had a debate with my beautiful community, I watched reviews and streams, I talked to other developers, and here's my opinion after all of that. By the end, we will see if I'm going to buy it or not. The price is clearly gigantic, and I believe it's the most expensive plane on the Flight Simulator marketplace to date. Some will say, yeah, but they spent years making it and you get multiple models. And I get it, it's true. But what about people like me who aren't interested in having 3 versions of the same plane? What if I only want the 900 variant? Why not give people more options? So if someone only wants one version, make it cheaper and accessible for more simmers. If someone wants all versions, offer a bundle at a fair price. Come on, it's not that complicated. Be innovative. We have the same issue with PMDG, by the way. On top of that, Microsoft takes a 20-30% cut. Microsoft, at this moment you should be very small and discreet. You really need to put in some big efforts to please your customers, because right now you don't have the cards. If I may quote from current political craziness, but that's for another video. Microsoft, you completely let down your Xbox customers at the moment. You let all of us down. Back to IniBuilds, 93 euros on the marketplace. Yes, it's cheaper on external stores, but then I cannot fly it on Xbox. So once again, Xbox simmers are being held hostage in a situation they never asked for. Xbox players, you're paying more than anyone else for a plane that will have fewer features because of performance limitations. Sounds fair? Not really to me. And yeah, if you were only planning to fly it in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, even on PC, you pay the same price, but you don't even get a cabin. That's never been seen before. An incomplete plane for 93 euros. And it's not even mentioned in the description of the product here on the screen. So, I understand the rating, but you better be damn sure you are going to use it in Flight Simulator 2024 if you buy it. And if you are on PC, only here you will have the full complete product. I understand it's not easy to make choices on what to bring or not in a product, but I am sure that's how the majority of simmers will feel. Now let's talk about the flight model of the A350 based on everything I've mentioned in the introduction. IniBuilds never said the A350 was a study level plane, at least it's not in their official product page on their website. Instead, they mention real-world performance data. So, if you have real-world performance data, does that mean a real A350 could take off and land at Seba? Because Aaron did it on stream. Same thing with Sambot. It doesn't sound real to me, but hey, I'm not an engineer, so if you tell me yes it can because of this and that, fine. But I have some doubts. Sure, the simulator is not perfect, and you can do the same with a lot of airliners, but not airliners that cost 93 euros. So, you're asking 93 euros for a plane with, until proven otherwise, no real-world performance accuracy. And from what people are saying, especially the boss of Phoenix Simulation, ECAM is kind of basic. Okay, maybe he's a bit disappointed not doing the plane, I don't know. But that's already some red flags, right? Then I found a real Airbus pilot review. Someone who wasn't sponsored by IniBuilds. And guess what? He was not very happy with the plane, to say the least, with basic Airbus features still missing. Go watch his video here. And finally, because yeah, there's more to it, let's talk about the performance. I've heard so many complaints about crashes, frame drops, bugs. 93 euros. At this price, I expect the best, and the best means probably a long beta testing to iron out all issues, right? That's the bare minimum we should expect. Yesterday they released very quickly a first hotfix, and it's a massive one. It's a lot better from what I heard. I know it's not easy when you have such a big simulation to find everything, but again, at this price, the customer should not be worried about all that. But wait, because this is the cherry on top. IniBuilds actually released a plane that only works in the beta version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Some might argue that 2024 is already a beta anyway, and yeah, honestly, I kind of agree. But this is bold, not to say unprofessional, but it's just my opinion. You should have waited the SU1 to be released and to iron out all this impressive list of the first hotfix, and I guess people would have been a lot happier. Now, let's be fair, let's talk about the positives. I have nothing against IniBuilds or anyone else. The 3D model, the texturing, the level of detail, the level of new features. On PC, in Sim Update 1 Beta, in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, when you combine all those conditions, it's unprecedented. I've never seen such insane visual fidelity in a simulator, with tons of animations, cool failures and features, an incredible EFB, a stunningly realistic cockpit and cabin. This is probably the most beautiful plane ever released in Flight Simulator. From what I've heard, the sound design is also next level, and not just the engines but the whole package. So credits where it's due, the IniBuilds dev team has set a new standard for quality here. So am I going to buy it? And the answer is yes, I want to try it out and to experience it in glorious 4K. But I'm going to wait for updates, as I told my community last week already, and I'm going to wait for the Xbox version to hit the marketplace, because I know some of you want to see how it runs on console and at what cost. What are we going to lose to make it run well? And that's it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments if you agree, if you disagree with me, it's okay. Or if you have another take on this. Let's keep it civilized. It's real money, but it's also just a hobby that we are here to enjoy. Have fun, fly safe, and bye-bye.